Right, gentlemen, a very nice development has happened with TF2 fairly recently. I didn't want to jump straight into it too quickly because I did just do like a pre-September roundup video, which came out just a few days ago. Where was that? Right there. So that came out 3 days ago. I didn't want to talk about the same thing too much, but we've seen some progress and I want to bring it up. I want to talk about what I'm seeing. And what exactly is that? It is tough break case. Because literally like a day after I did that video, you might not notice it right now because it's in my currency, but tough break, it went up in price. We are in the position where we have matched up to the very best of what we reached last year with the tough break case. 60 cents again. And these two are stragglers. We are actually 70 cents now. So literally over the course of the past few days, well, actually, technically, you could say the past week. So, yeah, we're now doing that thing where it just goes up. So, anticipation has set back in again. So, I did say this last time. I think we prematurely had our anticipation period. Now, when the new case came out, there's a bit of a loss of interest. That did happen. But then after that, after August, September rolls in and everybody's like, oh, 4 weeks away until the Halloween update. I better go get some tough break cases. So that's essentially happened. But the main thing I want to talk about is what we can see. And that is, look at all of that. We can see the whole setup now. So at the moment, there's only around 7,500 cases on the market, down from we had about 8,200 before. So some people come in and bought a few thousand, because remember, more are being put on, more are being taken away, and yeah. Anyway, so look, do you honestly think it's going to be that much of a challenge to get down all the way here to $1? If we got 7,500 here, and it says we've got 3,000 at $1.17 or higher, that means we've got like, what, 50 to 60% of the chunk all around here. Now, what's going to happen from here right now? If anticipation keeps getting stronger, then obviously more and more of these are going to be bought out, and the price is gradually going to keep going higher and higher and higher as these get breaking away. Now, what I also want to point out, and I don't think I have it right here on me right now, don't mind the stupid things from the Discord. You can also join the Discord if you want. There's usually a link in the descriptions with the YouTube videos. But I did put down a screenshot somewhere. So this was literally August 31st. So you can see an immediate difference. Trust me when I say this was 100% August 31st. But you can see a different setup just about 2 or 3 days ago. There was 1,000 right here at 85 cents. And what I'm led to believe is, yeah, he's gone, isn't he? He's moved it. The guy who had a massive chunk right here realised, oh, well, hang on a minute. Oh, the prices are definitely increasing. What should I do? What should I do? They went with the decision to remove it. Sorry, I'm just quickly changing that. Sorry. Oh, I missed. Sorry, someone in chat. So, basically, we are now in a position where it's looking a whole lot easier to get all the way up to $1. What's going to be the final push? I reckon we're probably maybe going to reach around 80 cents in the height of anticipation over the course of the next 4 weeks. Because, yep, from here to here, 28 days. As we hit right onto October time, that's when the anticipation is probably going to reach its climax. And from here on now, the only real thing that's going to be affecting the prices of the cases is whether we're going to get some very nice unusual effects. Like I said in the last video, you've got to start putting the effort into keeping an eye on what's currently in the workshop. And for now, let's just stick with the unusual taunts. So quite an interesting batch of taunts have been put through fairly recently. Diva Dan, always making some interesting things. So let's just go through the ones I already picked earlier. I don't want to grab any more. Gonzo, the All Chewing. I think that's a parody of the previous Gonzo effect that came out quite some time ago. Let's just kind of skip ahead. So Gonzo was God tier, right? Is that God tier as well? It looks cool. It's animated. Well, they all are. But yeah. This is something that we're going to have to discuss in a group. We're going to have to just keep talking about it. It's not a guarantee it's going to be accepted. But what if it is? Well, then you've got to be prepared for it. So, yeah, that's one. Yeah, we're going to have some ones that are maybe not as insane in terms of design. That's totally fine. Remember, we should be expecting some, I don't want to say lesser, but less insane looking unusual effects, because if they're all insane, then it would be too easy. Valve doesn't like that. They like to add some sillier, maybe not as interesting effects in as well. So it's usually some very gimmicky things for Halloween, and that simple back design there, yeah, I could see that being accepted for that sort of role. But what we care about is the what's going to be in the great tier, what's going to be in the very good tier, and of course what's going to possibly be god tier. I don't think that's god tier. But yeah, we're definitely starting to see more and more of these effects roll out. Do you remember when I put that video out about 3 or 4 days ago? We didn't have all of this. This is all new. People are throwing out more and more things. Like, this is like 10 plus unusual effects within about 3 days. So there's constantly more and more things pumping out. And of course, oh, yep, so there's that. But I want to show off these two. Haunted Wick. So Diva Dan has come out with some more very interesting designs. Is it large? It's noticeable. It's gimmicky for Halloween. I reckon that has a very good chance of being accepted. Because remember, the style of effects that are more likely going to be accepted are the ones that are more obviously themed with Halloween, and that right there looks very nice. And then of course it comes out in different colours. The orange looks very nice, and the weird looking like greeny, bluey, purple one, that looks very nice. Have we had wispy effects like that before? So when you move forward, it makes a wisp like a comet. Looks very cool. And then just your let's play you. Very large, swirling cosmic energy. So this one isn't really as gimmicked towards Halloween, is it? But it's very noticeable. It's perfectly fine. Is that a god tier effect though? I don't know. It's massive, but yeah, you'd have to tell me. I'm not an unusual expert, but when I usually look at all of these, I'm interested in all of them anyway. So this is what we have to do. We have to put an effort in. We have to keep a lookout, and of course, keep an eye on all of the cosmetics and war paints as well. So we didn't get any war paints for the summer. So there's a good chance we're probably going to get them for Halloween. If we don't get war paints for Halloween, I reckon we'd probably get them for Christmas. It would roll over. So, sorry. Just keep an eye on all of the things. Make sure you can remember what they are, like Lake Lurker right here. This is probably not going to be accepted as a cosmetic for the case, but it might be one of the extra Halloween restricted items. I could see that being accepted, but as a Halloween restricted item. There was another corpse carrier, but it was a soldier. That could be accepted as well, but again, it would probably be Halloween restricted, because the corpse carrier last year had a whole big problem with it, and then it got pushed into, because it was originally a cosmetic in the case, but then loads of people moaned and said, yeah, this could easily trick people with the hit scan and whatnot, and then they decided to move it into Halloween restricted instead. And then all the strange ones became super limited, and they've probably started to go up in price ever since then. You know what? Couldn't hurt. Let's go take a look at that. Corpse carrier. How are you looking? So you're not as expensive as you used to be, because there's obviously a load of hype. So this used to be part of the Crimson Cash case, but not anymore. But you still only get it when you open the Crimson Cash case. It's a whole thing. So might as well just show you. Hello, Crimson Cash case. How are you doing at the moment? 82,000 on the market. Currently priced at 14 cents. 14 cents. These two are stragglers. So 14 cents at the moment. So every time. Where's the thing? Every time you open one of these, you have a chance of getting a exclusive bonus item, which is the Halloween exclusive cosmetics, and of course, Corpse Carrier is now there. So one of these, which leads me to over to be here. And has the price started to rise for Halloween? It doesn't look like it. It could. But just know, if Crimson Cash Case keeps being opened, then there's going to be a whole lot more of these being found, and the price is going to get cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. But that can't happen with this, because you could only get strange ones when it was in the Crimson Cash case. So these are now limited. You're never going to be able to get them ever again. But they're not really changing in price that much. They're always sticking at around $20 almost. Yeah, at the moment the highest buy order is only going up to about $14. So yeah, that is the current state of things. But like as I said, keep an eye on everything. Make sure that you already. What's this? Is that something for the back of the head? It is. It's like Voldemort. Cool. I didn't know that could be done. Would you accept that? I wouldn't mind if all of these, because it's for every single class, I wouldn't mind if that was a Halloween restricted thing. That would be cool. Again, you got to look and find it all for yourself. So, alright guys. Tough break case, looking good. Crimson Cash looks like it's already peaked. But if we get some very good effects, that's what's going to change everything. So, sorry if it wasn't super amazing of a update, but yeah, things are looking good, and we've just got to keep our eye on everything. So, let's see what happens over the course of the next 4 weeks. Thank you for watching, and hope you have a nice day.